Hey everybody, Orpheolus here. Welcome back to more Pokemon Sword and Shield. Last time, we wrapped up a Search Jester, fighting Hop once again, and having a little bit of a depressing tale. This time, we are going to be finally heading out to Route 9 and getting ourselves a much needed upgrade. And that's fishing! Yeah, not necessarily the aim of the episode, but I like fishing, okay? So we got ourselves a catching charm a couple episodes ago, which is very useful for catching Pokemon. I don't really need to Wishy-Washy, at least I'm going to outspeed you going away. Alright then. Yeah, Pokemon are starting to get a little bit tough out here. But yeah, this episode's, again, not going to be one with too much progress, but there are quite a few things to note about here. First things first, we get ourselves a max potion, which is pretty nice here. And also, here in the Grassway, I'm trying to avoid some Pokemon because there's some interesting Pokemon you can find out here. Such as Cramorant! Ah! I like Cramorant still, but yeah. Really, I couldn't get away. I find it funny that Cramorant did more damage to itself than I could. Oh well. Draining Kiss, I guess? Man, this Cramorant's being very aggro today. Yeah, I probably should have brought up a faster Pokemon for this, but oh well. I'll heal up in the next fight anyways. Alright then, so yeah. So I guess before we head out further that way, I would save bios for that in a little bit. But the main course of entree this episode is going to be right down here, because here on Route 9 we have ourselves... Oh hey, you got your Dreadnought back. There's no way we letting you anywhere near Spikemuth. That means we can't let you go to Route 9. It's Team Yell's duty to cheer on those lovely Dreadnought. And we'll also get to stop people from heading out over the water. I mean, Surf is not an HM in this game. You don't need to worry. Yes, I understand. All I'm saying is that I can make it so that Rotom bikes can ride on water. Hey, it's you. Why, we meet again, my young gym challenger friend. Remember me, I gave you that bike. So, do you think you could do me another favor and teach these ruffians a lesson or two? It's our duty to protect Dreadnought. And that means you're going to need to give up on the gym challenge. You look like you need convincing. So how about a Pokemon battle? Yeah, sure. I'll send you packing, for the sake of Dreadnought, of course. Alright, back to sick riffs. Alright then, what you gonna be setting up? Linoon! Hence why I said getting a free heal, because Linoon's kind of a dope. At least Linoon's a lot more threatening in this game. Alright, Draining Kiss. Yeah, we're pretty high level now. I don't think, I might have said it a long time ago, but yeah, Team Yell's theme is one of my favorite themes in Pokemon. At least we're staying healthy. Alright, Camille's is 48. Sorry, Spartoon's 49. Alright, what's just setting up now? Pangoro! Okay. Eat glitter. Oh, Bullet Punch. You. Cursing your stupid priorities. Well, have some spike damage while you're at it. Yeah, Pangoro's an interesting Pokemon. I thought about using it once before, but I don't know. I'm not a big fan of how it evolves. Alright, there we are. I want to go back to Spikemuth, I really do. Yeah, he's going to ride the Dreadnought. Oh wait, I have an idea. We can get on Dreadnought and ride it fast away. Alright, let's get a move on Dreadnought. See you later, Gym Challenger. Do 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 do. Okay. Seems like you've come to my aid yet again. How's the cycling life treating ya? Are you having fun? Wouldn't it be great if you could ride your Rotom bike on the water too? That's why I'm going to add these special parts, allowing it to travel along the water surface just for you. And we obtained the Rotom Bike upgrade. With this, we are now able to run across the waters. Alright, with the Rotom Bike water mode, you'll be cruising across the water like a Pokemon with Swift Swim. By the by, when you're riding on land, we call it land mode. So, with this all done, we have the water bike upgrade, and now we can swim across the waters, doing as we please. I'll be going over a lot of these Pokemon bios in a little bit. So yeah, Wailmer! Anyways, yeah, this is Critical Capture becoming a lot more common. I think it's 3 times as common now. When it's like a 1 in 400, it's now like 3 in 400, something like that. I don't know the details on Critical Capture. It's a sliding scale of potency. Oh, at least we finally got Wailmer in the decks. So yeah, so we can now ride across the water and land as we see. Yeah, I really like this water upgrade. And at last, we now have a proper upgrade to exploring the region. I wish that more Pokemon games did this, because holy hell, we don't need NPC roadblocks. It feels so unnatural. Let me go out and explore the world as I see fit. Get roadblocked and then come back and be able to do something a little bit better later on. It's just one complaint I really had about Gen 6, it was okay, I guess. I mean, I had some complaints here and there. Okay, I had quite a few roadblocks, but not quite as bad as Gen 7, and especially Gen 8, where they pretty much just used Pokemon for things. Oh, nice dive. Yeah, it got really annoying in this generation. Yeah, because I was showcasing like all the random lore blocks that were everywhere. It's just one thing that I just found very annoying about this game. But at least with this, we have a natural progression now. It feels a lot more natural to cross the elements instead of just going past the random roadblocks. Which is one reason why I like some of the older generations too. Also level ups there. And Lantern! I'm going to go bring up Rosalina. Yeah, it's one reason why I like the older generations, because they have that random cut push there. Come back once you have the gym badge for that, you can go past there and you can get yourself cool items. Or in Gen 4's, in Generation 4's case, you can go back to an earlier location. You can uncover yourself in an entirely optional dungeon too. Like Fuego Ironworks. That was a really cool detail, and I wish that more Pokemon games did that. Give you optional stuff to do instead of just railroading you through the game. Gen 7 was pretty bad at it. I think there was like 1 or 2 optional areas. And Gen 8 is horrible with it. So we are now heading across the waters here. There's some Mantine everywhere for you to try to avoid. Down to the very end here. This is the bridge that led to Route 8. So you can kind of see this being linked into itself. And Jellicent too, I guess. So yeah. I'm already starting to encounter a lot stronger Pokemon now. Do I have Jellicent? No, I do not. Also, yes, I still have a crap load of Quick Balls. I'll be needing a lot of them pretty soon too. Because at this point, you can catch yourself most of the remaining Pokemon that's available. Like, I can only think of a handful of Pokemon that remains. Yeah, Jellicent's good experience too. So with the Critical Capture, I guess with the Catching Charm, with it making Pokemon a lot easier to catch, if there's any Pokemon you're having difficulty with, this will help out quite a bit. However, though, we're not out of the fray quite yet. What do I want for you, Glalie? Actually, Glambora should be fine. Yeah. So be careful now exploring some of these areas, because we get ourselves a very strong-looking Glalie here. Level 55 or so, so this Glalie is an optional encounter, but if you want that TM, you'll have to go through it. Oh god. Yeah, they hit very hard. And they have good defense too. Not only that, but this Glalie has sheer cold. This Glalie is not pulling any punches whatsoever. I don't have any priority moves too. And it can heal itself also. Who can I use? Flair, you can come out. So yeah, be careful with this guy, because Sheer Cold is like a 40-50 accurate move. And with AI using it, it's 100% accurate, so be careful there. Alright, thank God for that avoid. Yeah, I think level 50, I think the Pokemon that are strong mons, they get a stat boost to them too. Which is another terrifying thing. I need to ensure the kill. Yeah, and Glalie, they have decent defense too. At least you get a lot of experience there. Alright, so reward for sneaking past the Glalie or beating it is TM64 Avalanche. This move makes you move fast but deals double damage if you're hurt during that turn. It's actually a pretty nice Ice-type move. So yeah. So I guess with that all done, we're going to do a little bit of bios now before doing some backtracking because there's quite a few things that we can do now. Now that we have the now that we have the surfing bike. So if you don't want the 2 bios here, skip ahead. Otherwise, let us commence. Alright then, so the first new Pokemon you can find out here regularly in the normal tall grass is Pincurchin. We already went over this in the Isle of Armor, but Pincurchin, it exists. As a Pokemon, it's strange to say the least. It's a pretty alright attack. Other stats are also decently too. Its stats are kind of weird. The main downside though is that it's super slow and has pretty bad HP. Otherwise, its other moves are pretty alright. Move-wise, it has access to a fair amount of moves. Poison Jab and Zing Zap are pretty easy to access. Surf, Throat Chop, Liquidation, and quite a few status moves too. It's an interesting Pokemon to say the least. However though, compared to other Pokemon, it doesn't stack up too well, and its speed stat is what really hurts it. Not one for counter or slow speed stuff for advantage. Take a hit, hope it lives, and hit with a modestly hard attack. Nothing too stand out, and soon we'll get into some very strong Pokemon too that kinda outpaces it. The main plus side about Pincurchin though is that it has the hidden ability Electric Surge, which creates an electric field, which is actually really nice for Pincurchin. It lets it stand it out a little bit more, otherwise it's an okay Pokemon. Next up, our first Surf Pokemon is Mantine. You can find Mantikes in the waters here. You need a Remoraid in the party to evolve it into Mantine. As Mantine, it's an alright Pokemon. Not Gyarados strong, but pretty alright. It's a really good special wall, 140 special defense, and a modest HP stat and special attack stat makes it a pretty alright Pokemon. It gets the job done. Move-wise, you can learn a few moves like Air Slash, Bubble Beam, Surf, Side Beam, Ice Beam, and quite a few other moves, and a good physical TRC when it's more of a special Pokemon. Oh well. It is super weak to electric, and its electric type can be physical, so that's also kind of a downside there. And if you need a good Pokemon for a good special wall, Mantine is actually a pretty decent Pokemon. It's pretty common, and it's generally alright if you're looking for a late game water type Pokemon. Alright then, so I think with that all done, there's not too much for waters we can find here. And at this point, we're going to be doing a sidetracking because a lot of things have opened up now that we have Surf. Our first destination is going to be over in Hulberry. Back to terrible music. Yeah, I was thinking Yeah, I was thinking that Stone Inside had the bad music. Nope, it was Hulberry that has the terrible music. Yeah, I don't like Hulberry's music all too much. So the reason why I want to go back here is that you might remember that Galarmine number 2 had quite a lot of water patches here that we can now go across and explore. Not too much, really. The main thing to note, though, besides all these is right back here. Heading across the waters here, we get ourselves a strong-looking Gastrodon there. Upon heading to the end, we get TM53 Mudshot. It's an okay move, I guess. It's not too accurate. It's not too worthwhile, but yeah. Anyways, Gastrodon there is like level 55, I think, too. So it's another one of the strong mons, too, but I don't really care. Nice double encounter. I went so fast I encountered 2 Pokemon at once. I'll see you all on, somewhere. Alright, next up is going to be here in Turffield, because coming along this pathway here, we get ourselves another water patch here, which is actually really cool. Heading over this way, we get ourselves a strong mod in I forgot your name. Prodon. Which is actually not a strong mon, but still pretty strong indeed. I think it's level 50, so it could make a decent asset to your team, I guess. Yeah, it's definitely pretty strong. And also, I really like Prodon as a Pokemon, too. Oh, give me some free healing. Ready for another unique Pokemon, I guess. Alright, your reward for coming out all that way, though, is going to be TM11 Solar Beam. It's a 2-turn charge move. Turn 1, it charges up. Turn 2, really powerful grass-type move, 120 power. Very good for Torkoal, especially if it has Drought. So sadly, though, there's not too much elsewise for surfing patches around the world, except for the big one. Here on Route 2 is the reason why Route 2 is one of my favorite routes in the game. Yeah, it's beautiful. And then you realize you can cross this water. Which is why I really like this water too. And plus, it's very worthwhile coming out this way because we get ourselves a choice band here. Very powerful item. It locks you into using one move, but it gives you 1.5 attack boost. So it is a very good move, especially if you're running Mantine. Yeah, hitting something with 280 base power. It's scary. And now we are crossing this lake. We saw this lake taunting us for a long while, and now we can actually cross it. This is actually a very cool design, and I really like it when games do this, just giving you an option to explore an entire area and just going up the rivers too. This is one level design that's kind of one of my kinks, I guess. Kink level design is going up rivers and such, which is one cool level design that I really like in this game. It's not the only time we see this too. So heading over to the very end, we get ourselves a water stone, also along the pathway there too. It's very worthwhile using going up the rivers here. It's also really cool, I guess, river transition too into the lock. So heading along this pathway here, there's some strong Pokemon you can find here, such as Dreadnought here, which I'll go ahead and take out because I need to explore this place a little bit. Alright, level ups for Spartoon, Pangoro, and Rosalina. Oh, wants to learn close combat. Sure, why not? I get more brick breaks later on. Reckless for glory, as they say. So yeah, the reason I want to clear Dreadnought out is so that way we have some, an easier time exploring this place too. So yeah, so coming over here, we get ourselves a bottle of PP Max. Increases the number of times you can use a move. So fishing here in the waters, it's lucrative. It's stupid but lucrative. You'll encounter a lot of Magikarps, a lot of Goldines and such, and there's one new Pokemon available here. I'll fish for a little bit, but I'm not going to go for it. Alright, so the Pokemon wasn't spawning for obvious reasons since it is a very rare Pokemon, but 1% of the time while you're fishing, you can counter yourself Feebas. Oh boy, Feebas. Feebas is a Magikarp clone. However, evolution is another thing which makes Feebas not worth going. It needs to be traded with the Prism Scale, which is not available until for quite a while too. You can get yourself a Milotic later on in the wild area, but that's a fog encounter thing, so you won't get that until post-game. So if you want to run Feebas, you have to slave it out here, and honestly, it's not worth it. Just because A, you need to trade to evolve it, and B, it's a decent Pokemon. It's a special wall much similar to Mantine, without the Cloud weaknesses. It has access to quite a few moves such as Recover, Surf, Rain Dance, Ice Beam, Dragon Pulse, and its abilities are very good for tanking things out. So yeah, it's a very defensive-based Pokemon. Either way, if it's Status Elements, it has a big defense buff, or if it's or I guess you can have it be more resistant if you get hit by a status-reducing move. It increases its special attack, which is pretty good too. However, though, once again, it's a decent Pokemon. It's actually pretty good, but just because it is so rare, it is not worth using. Just because of its rarity, it makes it not worth using, and honestly, it's a pass. Just because of how rare it is. And how convoluted it is to evolve it, too. It's a rare Pokemon, and honestly, if you want a good Water-type Pokemon, you have Magikarp here, that's 3 times as likely. So yeah, so that's the main reason, one of the reasons why I came out here. I'm not going for it because, once again, it's a stupid 1% encounter here. So another thing to note, though, is that I think there might be a unique Lapras here, I think? I'm actually not for certain if there is a Lapras here or not. I mean, it would make sense since this is a big ol' lock. And it'll play on the Loch Ness Monster and everything, but I think it's too rare of a Pokemon. There's Barrascuda. Yeah, I'm not seeing Lapras. I have my notes that Lapras might be here. I'm not for certain if it is or not. If it's like a certain time of day, if it's like a 1% encounter or something like that. So yeah, so anyways, coming over this way, it appears that we have a roadblock here. Obstagoon, you can actually catch for yourself here. It is a hard capture. But if you want yourself an Obstagoon, this is a good time to get it. I already have an Obstagoon because I was doing some off-screen stuff for training. But yeah, it's a rare Pokemon, and it's also very hard to catch. And it has a lot of nasty moves to it, too. I don't personally need it, but it's here. Giga Drain, I guess. I know you're actually very bulky, so you might be able to lift through a couple things. Counter, yeah. When I'm using a special base Pokemon. Also, I should have picked up some Ultra Balls. Oh well. I'll probably do that between episodes. Okay, how many Ultra Balls do we got? Well, I guess we have Repeat Balls. Now, Repeat Balls, especially if you're going for all the Pokédex, become super powerful for raids. Because you'll have every single Pokemon. Alright, Obstagoon get. Give me experience. Alright, that's got. So back here we get ourselves a lot of weak Pokemon, except they're going to be at a pretty high level too. Let's see what level Zigzagoon is. Level 41, so yeah. Randomly on the other side of the lock, a lot stronger Pokemon you would counter otherwise. Trainer tips. Trying to take another person's Pokemon makes you no different than a thief. Pokeballs are only used to catch wild Pokemon that have no trainers. Tell that to Ore. Anyways, right here we get Nice Psycho Cut, which is a nice move indeed. Psycho Cut, it's a critical hit move. It's actually really good. It's powerful. And plus, it is a TM too, so I guess with that all done, we did pretty good progress this episode. Yeah, I'll head back here. To wrap up the episode off. So we did good progress this episode. We got ourselves an upgrade to the Water Bike. And next time, Pokemon Sword and Shield. We are returning back here to the wild area once again. Because now that we have the capabilities for Surf, a few things have opened up. And plus we have a few more badges, so another area is available for us to explore. I will see you all then.